Hi everyone, my name is Saúl Nahle and right now I'm cursing my International Business Management certificate and I'm going to talk about a little bit of globalization and about a company named Cemex and its globalization method, the Cemex way. Well, for those who don't know what globalization is the increasing interaction of people through the growth of the international flow of money, ideas, and culture. In other words, it's an economic process of integration that has social and cultural aspects. It involves goods, services, and technology and different capital resources. Cemex is a Mexican multinational building materials company headquartered in San Pedro, Monterrey, Mexico. It manufactures and distributes cement, ready-mix, concrete, and aggregates in more than 50 countries. Cemex started out with the opening of Cementos Hidalgo in 1906. Meanwhile, Cementos Portland Monterrey began operations in 1920. And in 1931, the companies merged, becoming Cementos Mexicanos, or better known today as Cemex. Cemex was confronted with trade transactions in largest market outside Mexico. The USA International Trade Commission slapped Cemex with a 58 of duty on exports from Mexico to the US. To overcome all this adversity, in 1989, Cemex consolidated its position in Mexican cement market by acquiring a Mexican cement producer called Tolteca, making Cemex the second largest Mexican cement producer and putting it on the top 10 list of world cement producers. This time, Mexico was its ticket for the entry to NAFTA, with the USA and Canada, which it would mean that it would be easier to enter to those markets. Now, the company was prepared for an expansion. In 1992, Cemex acquired a majority stake in two Spanish cement companies, giving it a majority market share, 28%, in one of Europe's largest cement markets. The primary motivation for entering Spain was a strategic response to Holcim's growing market share in Mexico. Also, the similarities in culture like language, practices, and people diverged the business, and after that the modifications and globalizations to the company started. However, Cemex discovered that by introducing its current Mexican-based best price to the Spanish operation, it was able to reduce cost and increase plant efficiency to a much greater extent, with annual savings benefits of 120 million and increasing in operating margins from 7% to 24%. A major source of value resulting from the acquisition was the improvement in operating results due to the transfer of best practice from a supposedly less advanced country to a supposedly more advanced one. The acquisition forced Cemex to formalize and codify its post-merger integration process. Cemex also enhanced its capabilities through direct learning from Spain. The company discovered, for example, that the two Spanish companies were unusually efficient due to the use of petroleum coke as a main fuel source. Within 2 years, the vast majority of Cemex plants began using petroleum coke as a part of the company's energy efficiency program. The acquisition could be seen as exploiting Cemex's core capabilities, which now combine learnings from the company's operations in Mexico and Spain. The PMI process also underwent a significant change during this period. attempts to impose the same management processes and systems used in Mexico on the newly acquired Colombian firm resulted in an exodus of local talent. As a result of the difficult integration process that induced Cemex learned that alongside transferring best practices, that had been standardized throughout the company, it needed to make a concentrated effort to learn best practices from acquired companies, implementing them when appropriate. This process became known as the Cemex Way. The Cemex Way, also known as the internal benchmarking, was a core set of the best business practices with which Cemex conducted business throughout all of its location. More a corporate philosophy than a tangible process. The Cemex Way was driven by 5 guidelines. The first one, efficiently manage the global knowledge base. The second one, identify and disseminate best practice. The third one, standardize business processes. And the fourth one, implement key information and internet-based technologies. Lorenzo Zambrano, the CEO and chairman of Cemex, had a very popular phrase that says something like this: when one wants to globalize a company, especially when it's from a developing country like Mexico, you really need to apply more advanced management techniques to do things better. We have seen many cement companies that use their capital to acquire other companies, but without making the effort to have a common culture or common processes. They get stagnant. Well, thank you very much. This was my term project of my International Business Management Certificate, and I hope you liked the term and the company's theme, which was Cemex. I believe it's a really, really good company, and we Mexicans should be really proud about it, because it's a worldwide company that creates and gives a lot of job to people that needs it. Thank you very much. I hope you're having a nice day.